Right, okay, so what we've got from what we produced earlier on is basically this tower structure, which has got 5 levels. So in my code, you've got this here. So it repeats 5 times, builds stone on each level every time it goes up. So we've got 5 levels of stone. Now what we're going to do, we're going to change it slightly because I want to add a slightly different, move on to a different block type essentially. Now to do that, what I'm going to do is in the agent area here, if I go down, you've got something that says activate slot 1. So if I just put that into this bit here, that just means that whatever's in slot 1, which is the stone, is going to be used. Now I might want to change what I've done by adding in some different code. So what I'm going to do now, when it finishes doing the 5 levels, I'm going to say, right, let's just change to activate slot 2. Change that to 2. Let's move that up and out of the way. Now, effectively, I'm just going to use this code again. So if I just right click on that, duplicate there, it just saves me a lot of time by doing that. And let me just make sure that I've got everything I need. So what that means is that it's going to do 5 levels of stone, which is in slot 1, and then it's going to move on to whatever is in slot 2. So if I just run that code now I need to make sure, so for example, if I go to my inventory, I'm going to search for some glowstone, okay, and I need to put that, there it is, and just drop that into my inventory there. Now I can then go to my agent, say, right, I'm going to put in slot 2, I've already done it, is the glowstone. I just drag that in and put that in there. So if I run this code now, but obviously I don't want it to do 5 levels again because it's going to take forever. So let's just repeat that. Let's do it once. So it's going to do 1 loop of stone. So tower, I've named mine tower. Oops, there we go. So it's going to do 1 level of stone, and then when he comes back round again to start the next loop, he's going to be doing 1 level of glowstone. So just need to make sure you put that in his inventory, like so. Now, what I need to do is then put a roof on top of my structure. So if I just, if I go back to my code view, now I've already done this. So if I just grab, there is the roof code, which you can see here. Now, I'll just go for this. So I've got on chat command, I've called it roof. Now, I've used that agent set active slot, so I'm changing it to whatever's in number 3. And then it's just my usual code where it's, okay, agent move up by 1. I'm going to repeat this 5 times because there's 5 blocks going across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need him to come back to the start position and then do the next row. So he's going to do 1 row, then the next row, then the next row, and the next row. And I need that 5 times. So this bit here, so 5 loops, and then repeat another 5 times. And you can see this agent placed down bit here is just going to put the blocks of whatever's in slot 3 and move forward by 1. Now this bit here, it says agent move back by 5, agent move left by 1. That basically means that when he finishes 1 row, he's going to go back to where he started and move over to the left. Let's just run that. Obviously, again, you've got to make sure that your agent has got, there we are, slot 3's got some wood in it. So I'm going to put the roof on. So if I go to T, roof, now you can see it's going back slowly. Come on, agent. And then back again. And then there. And he does that 5 times over just to cover the top, our roof basically. Like so. And then he's going to drop it to the side there. Now what I can do, if I wanted to go back to where I started, when I want to start it from, I could just go, if I drop down, oops. And then I use my teleport command. So if you remember, we did this the other week. Agent, teleport to player. So on TP, on chat command. Okay, so TP, move out of the way, and there he is back to where I want him to start doing the next row. Now what I want you to do is, using the code that we've built so far, we've got stone on 1 level, we've got glowstone as well, which is linked to the tower, and then we're putting a roof on top. Now what I want you to do is come up with the blocks that would add around the edge, all the way around the top there, a level of torches. Okay, so very similar in terms of what we've done so far using our glowstone or using the stone, but we're only going to go around once. So I want you to try and work out how you get, using code, not just doing it manually, using code, putting down a layer of torches just around the outside there. Okay, I'll leave that with you. Now, what we could do is, when our agent is finished, let's say he's done this bit here, what I'm going to get him to do is move along and build another tower next to it. Now again, we've just got to make sure he's, I've gone too far. So I'm going to get our agents at the end, when he's finished, so he's done, let's say that, put that back to 5 levels of tower of stone. Then he's going to do 1 level of glowstone down here. I'm going to get him to move out the way. Say let's do by 10. So when he's finished, he's going to go back over out the way by 10, so over here somewhere. And then I'm going to get him to go back down to the floor. So if I say, okay, agent move down. Now I don't know how far down it is, I'm just guessing. Let's say 10. Oh, not back, but down by 10. So he's going to go out here. Also, he's going to go left. So we're going to do it right. So we want him to go right, or whatever it is, right out this side here by 10, down by 10. And then I'm going to say, right, start building the next one. So what I'd have to do is put a loop in here, like so. Let's just see if it works. No, I'm going to leave it to you. You can do it yourselves. So it's going to repeat all this code 4 times over. So what should happen, we build 1 tower. Then we say, okay, agent, move out the way and go back down to the ground. And then it's going to start on the next one. So you should have 4 towers lined up next to each other. Just see if you can manage to get that code working. Get your screenshot into your OneNote. Don't forget to get your share of your code as well.